Usborne illustrated stories from the Greek myths. The Wooden Horse, retold by Russell Punter, illustrated by Matteo Pincelli. Chapter 1. The Runaway Queen. Helen gazed out from the balcony of the royal palace. The passers-by below looked up in admiration. Like everyone who saw her, they thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world. Helen led a life of luxury, but she wasn't happy. Helen was married to King Menelaus of Sparta. He was proud of his lovely wife and told her so every day. "I want you to stay by my side forever," he would say. Helen never dared tell him how she felt. One day, a young prince named Paris came to the palace. He was from the city of Troy, across the Aegean Sea. He had come to arrange the release of his aunt, who was being held prisoner by the Greeks. When Paris met Helen, he fell madly in love. "Come back to Troy with me," he begged her one moonlit night. Helen had fallen for Paris too, so she agreed to go with him. Menelaus was furious when he found out what had happened. His servants quivered in terror as he stomped around the throne room. "Paris will pay for this," he roared. "I don't care how long it takes. I'll get Helen back." He immediately organized a meeting of all the kings of Greece. Chapter 2. The Trojan War. Almost all the kings agreed to help bring Helen home. Only Odysseus, an experienced soldier and king of Ithaca, didn't want to go. He had had enough of fighting, so he pretended to be crazy. Menelaus quickly saw through this ruse, and Odysseus was forced to join the campaign, whether he liked it or not. The next morning, Menelaus, Odysseus, and the other kings set sail with their army. Hundreds of ships crossed the sea to Troy. Many days later, the Greek ships reached land. The soldiers waded ashore and stormed up the beach. The kings rode ahead of them in their golden chariots. Soon, Troy was in their sights. "Now all we have to do is get inside," said Odysseus, who wanted to get home quickly. But Troy was well defended. Time and again, the Greeks attacked the mighty Trojan citadel. But however hard they tried, they couldn't break in. The Trojans were fierce fighters who defended their stronghold from every attack. Despite this, the Greeks believed their enemy would crumble eventually. Little did they know just how long the war was set to last. Over 10 long years, 1,000 ships brought more soldiers across the Aegean Sea. The roads to Troy became worn down by the marching hordes. Many great warriors from both sides were killed as the years passed by, but still the Trojans remained trapped in their own city, and the Greeks were still stuck outside, having gained no ground at all. By now, the Greeks were beginning to give up. "We'll never get in," they cried. "The walls of Troy are impenetrable." Then, one day, Odysseus had an idea. "It's pretty wild and it'll take a lot of nerve," he announced. "But we might just pull it off." Chapter 3. A Big Idea. The other Greek kings agreed to go along with the plan. So Odysseus took a large detachment of the army into the nearby forest and ordered them to work, felling trees. The Greek soldiers sawed the trees into planks and joined the planks together. Piece by piece, Odysseus' idea slowly took shape. After days of hard work, the Greek army had built a mighty, magnificent wooden horse. Odysseus admired the men's efforts. The massive beast was even more imposing than he dared hope. The other Greek kings were equally impressed at what had been achieved. "Now to put my plan into action," declared Odysseus confidently.